Hello everyone, my name's David. Welcome to Wax Gamer. Today I am excited to bring you this exclusive interview with John and Richie, co-founders of Ultra Rare. So without further ado, let's hop into it. Mining all we can on the land. What's the plan when you got the TLM in your hand, huh? Ladies and gentlemen, we are happy to be joined today by John and Richie, co-founders of Ultra Rare. How are you doing today, gentlemen?
Very good. Having fun, busy at the moment, just gearing up for the launch. But yeah,
all really good. All good.
How are you doing today?
Oh, I'm doing good. Beautiful day here in Kentucky. I can't complain. I'm sure you can hear the country in my voice, right?
we can certainly complain about our weather. In fact, that's all we ever do. So
it's always easy to do, right?
Yeah, in this country, for sure.
So let me ask you guys real quick. Like, you guys are everywhere in this space. First of all, like everywhere I turn, like you guys are doing collabs with like pretty much every project that's big in this space. But for those who are unfamiliar with like your work and kind of how you got into NFTs, could you maybe be kind enough to share that story with us?
Yeah, sure. So should we start at the beginning, Rich?
Go for it.
Yeah. I mean, we've told this story a few times now, but I guess there's a lot of people who don't know us. So me and Richie have been friends for a decade, long time. He lives around the corner from me. And Richie's always been big into crypto. And I sort of come from I'm a kind of like more of an artist, collector kind of background. But we talked about years ago, Richie sort of brought up the idea, the concept of NFTs to me. And I never listened to him about Bitcoin. So I was like, right, okay, I'm going to pay attention this time. So we've been talking about this as a concept for a long time. And it was, I guess, as it was with a lot of people, it was GPK Series 1 on Wax and
the launch of Atomic as well, because while I come from a crypto background and he comes from an art background, our technical skills are sometimes a little limited. So there was no way we could put anything together. Yeah. But then once the technology became available and everybody started getting excited about it, we were
like, this is what we've been talking about all this time. We can do it. And we were like, let's go full steam ahead. Let's just do it. And now it's completely taken over our lives. So it's amazing. Yeah.
And this space is really, like you guys were saying before we hopped on live, it's so warm and inviting, and it really does. It's refreshing in today's world. That's for sure.
Especially in the social media. Social media is not always that way inclined, but everything we've had, Telegram, Twitter, everywhere that we go, generally there's been nothing but positivity.
Yeah, generally. And I think especially with the year that we've had, it's been a kind of almost like a safe haven, I think, for people, and coming into this space and being part of a community when we kind of like isolated in our real lives, I think there's almost been a bit of a godsend for a lot of people. So it's a brilliant place, I think.
Absolutely. Well said there. So the art in the new Horseman Collection, I think that's what we're here to promote today. And I just want to say it's amazing. I've seen a little bit of it. Would you care to elaborate on that for fans?
Do you want to start with the crypto horrors first, or do you want to
roll to the horse? Yeah, sure. We can start.
It's up to you guys.
I was just wanting to tease the Horseman. We don't have to roll into the art right now.
What I would say with the Horseman was when we talked to our artist, who is really talented, we're lucky to have him, and he did all Series 1 and Alien Horrors. We said, whatever you do for the Horseman, it's got to be better. Yeah. So we told him from the start, we're pushing the limits this time.
Setting the bar even higher.
Yeah, no, literally, I went to him and I said, I showed him some examples that I thought were the best artworks in the space, and I was like, I want it to be at least that good, and that was it. And it was kind of like I laid down a challenge for him, and I think he rose to it, and then some.
You threw down the gauntlet on him.
Is it okay? Is it okay if I share those now with you guys?
Or let's do the horrors first. Now you're getting ahead of yourself, G. Okay. I'll tell you what, we got to get it together here. We're gonna get a third guy just for production at some point. Let's run the horrors. Let's run the horrors, GVM. Did we lose him? Oh, okay, there.
Here we go.
Here we go. Now, this is some of the Horse collection. We're looking at Strong Hands now, which is like an iconic NFT at this moment, in time. Do you guys care to elaborate a little bit on the Horse collection and kind of what inspired that?
Yeah, so basically, we our first release, series one of the horrors. I mean, that's a very kind of like dark comic book kind of graphic novel style. So that was the first thing we did on Wax, and we've done a couple of. This is our second mining set. So basically, we like to give stuff away for free. To be fair, so we did a set previously, and this is our second mining set. And basically, this is a fun take on our own more serious dark characters,
throwing them into the crypto world.
Yeah. So yeah, it's just it's just kind of like poking a bit of fun at ourselves.
As you see on this card here, the actual original card is the poster in the background of Crypto Creepo. He's got his own Creepo the Clone.
Yes, it's very self-referential.
Yeah. So,
and I noticed in your Telegram, there's quite a bit of memeology around this Crypto Creepo character.
Oh yeah, we're all about the memes.
Well, we led with Creepo the Clown in our very first card we ever dropped, and he's kind of a bit of an iconic character for us.
Definitely. I'd say he's that kind of iconic.
The poster boy.
The poster boy. I like sort of like the mascot for you guys. That's pretty cool. What else do we have here? Oh wow, look at that! I love the animation.
Yeah, so that's the cosmic variant.
Originally, this guy was Fear Gorter and looking a little more serious, but
ripping someone's head off, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah, in the original series, but we're going for a little less decapitation for the crypto horrors.
He's just excited about opening a pack of cards.
I love it.
Yeah,
I love the spin on it. He's just excited about opening his cards in this one. Left the gore out of it.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh wow!
These
Look
are
at
the
that
ultra
animation.
rares. Only 13 of each of these cards in the mining pool. I think we still got about we're giving 30,000 cards away on Alien World at the moment, and I think there's still about 20,000 left up for grabs.
Yeah,
I love what you guys are doing there. I think it's amazing. More people need to do it. It's super cool.
Absolutely. It helps with the community engagement. It gets everyone excited. And so I did have some questions at the bottom of my list about that, but we can get into it now. What are the odds of getting a drop when you're mining on your lands in Alien Worlds?
Well, we do 20 an hour every hour. And every time you mine, it's like one entry into a raffle ticket. So it depends how many mines that hour.
Yeah.
We're normally around it between 1,000 and 1,500 mines an hour. But you can get different time zones and different time frames.
Yeah, it's not easy. People do have to go hard at it. But a lot of people have got a lot of cards. So I think it's what we talked about doing it, for people who mine the most and all this kind of stuff. But we actually, we decided against that because we thought this way, you don't have to own expensive, you don't have to have an expensive setup. Anybody can do it.
Yeah. We didn't want our collectors having to go and spend $100 on a fancy Alien World tool. Yeah. We just wanted anybody who's willing to put the effort in, get down those mines with your shovel. I think one of our ideas behind it was that we know this space is super diverse, and you've got people who are really affluent, and then you've got people who aren't at all. So we thought it was nice to be able to give people an actual set they could collect, and we just felt this was kind of like a good way to kind of distribute that. And so people who might not have much money can actually get stuck in and start collecting a set. And it was a little bit of a gamble the first time we're doing it with Cryptids Alien World. Nobody had done anything like this. We gave 12,000 cards away that time, and we had a fun set, and we thought we wanted more engagement with the community, and we thought to be honest, it's not as easy giving away cards in the Telegram as you'd think it is, in a fair way, so everybody gets a shot. Yeah. So we thought this would be a really good way of giving, as I said, full sets. And we always, if you collect a set, you get the reward cards at the end of it.
Yeah.
So
it is tough to give away free NFTs. Like I've dropped the link sometimes. Someone claim this real quick. Other times we'll do trivia and then people don't know the answers. But it's hard to please everyone, so we try to switch it up too in my Discord as well.
Yeah,
people love their NFTs, so everybody wants one, right?
Oh, definitely.
So,
that's just going on. I was just going to say that mining event's ongoing at the minute. So if
till the end of June,
they can get.
It's very popular. Yeah, we're dropping links in my Discord to it right now as well. So hopefully we increase the attempts over there for you guys even more. Give you guys even more work to do, right?
That's all automated. But there is one stipulation, because the first time we got thousands of bots, and we didn't want them to keep going to the same people. So you do need to hold one card from the Ultra Horrors collection in your wallet to qualify, and that's
so it stopped. So our bot recognizes you're not a bot, and you can sort of you can get the content.
I think the community probably appreciates that as well, because
I
you
love
like to
that.
see
I
those
love
going
that.
to actual players. Well said. Well done. So since we're on the Alien Worlds thing real quick, let me ask you about the crossover, the promotional project you guys did a while back. I believe it was the Celestial Tear and the Alien Bat, if I'm not mistaken. And I absolutely love the Alien Bat. I still have mine to this day. I'm never going to part with it. But what was the inspiration behind this project? How did you guys team up and collab on this?
I mean, obviously, like you're going back to, was it
early days, wasn't it?
Was it like December time maybe last year? Which is like, that seems like years ago.
5 years ago, right?
So everything was a bit smaller, and Alien Worlds wasn't the kind of behemoth that it is now. It was, and we had, Michael Yeats was in our chat, and he was kind of like, involved in our community.
Yeah, he's a great guy. He's a Brit as well. He's been on a few of the same podcasts we've been on and things.
And there was a call kind of like from people in our group saying, you guys should do something together. We're fans of both of these things, and I mean, we were like really new at the time, so it was, it was really good of them to like, give us that opportunity in a way, because it got a lot of attention for us, and but yeah, I think the team behind a great team is a great project, so I think they recognise maybe similar values in what we do, and
our artist knocks it out the park as well. So that must help as well, because
absolutely. I think those two NFTs are two of the most popular in the entire metaverse.
Yeah.
Well, I can't get a hold.
Yeah, no, we haven't got them.
That was my next question. Yeah, the audience wants one. No.
I mean, they're like really. I think they were like just 100 minted of each one, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, they're very tough to get your hands. Sometimes there's not even one on the market when you go to look. On occasion you'll go to look and be like, there's not even one available for sale right now.
But yeah, no, it was really good. I mean, we'd be very open to doing something else with them again. But
throw that out to them now.
I might be able to pass that along for you.
To be fair, even at the start, we were doing other collaborations around the same time. It was one of the things we wanted to do when we came into the space and they were a great one for us, to be fair. But I think it was popular with their fans as well.
Yeah. I mean, they do another collab with us that they probably could do with the promotion, So.
Yeah, they seem like they're struggling for numbers a little bit.
We'll get some people into that Telegram group.
I think it's growing pretty good though. Your Telegram group. You guys have like about 4,000 members now or something like that.
3,000.
Just over 3,000. Yeah, it's not bad.
No, not bad at all. Yeah, it's like the chat is flowing all the time. Like if you step out for 5 minutes, you step in, it's like 631 missed messages.
But somehow it's still such a happy. It's a really good Telegram. I'm in a ton of Telegrams, and I think yours is like one of the best 3 I'm in. It's like happy, fun people having a good time, talking about life, and it's really cool.
Yeah. No, we've got a great community. Just everybody's really positive, and everybody's so helpful and friendly. You go in there, ask anything. I mean, maybe don't ask, is it stakeable? Right.
I was going to say, is that
but I guess that's maybe a bit of an issue across the space right now.
I'm going to scratch that off my list real quick.
I'll copy and paste my answer to that. I've got one written.
Got a canned response somewhere. You got a bot command somewhere for that one, right?
It's more polite than John's.
So speaking of collaborations, like, could you guys maybe touch on a few of the other collaborations, that you've done in this space?
We started with Nifty Cards, didn't we?
Yeah. So we worked with Dom from Nifty Cards. Was one of the first ones we ever did. Kind of like really, really helpful guy, really good guy in the space.
Then there was we dropped something in the Nifty box, didn't we?
The Nifty box.
Yeah. Obviously Alien Worlds. Then where else did we go with
We've done a set with Splinterlands. Yeah. We've done a card with
Star Cards was a one. Dusty Jim's out there, yeah.
Anders, we've done a good collab with Anders.
Oh, the Atomic Kings as well is a recent one. Yeah.
So many. I mean, I like sort of.
Would it be easier for me to ask which projects you have not collaboration with?
To be honest, we've got a few in the works as well, so we can't tell you them. But
we've got some really exciting ones in the works. Yeah. I mean, I was going to say that I come from a sort of the background I come from. It's all collaboration. You work with lots of people, so it was very natural to do that, and I think it's been a real kind of strength of ours that we're very open to you know, working with big projects, working with newcomers who sort of just starting up with, you know, if somebody's doing good stuff.
If we like the art and we think, especially because you can horrify pretty much anything in some ways. So I think we're quite easy to work with.
Yeah. I think it's our kind of like, the question we ask is, will it be cool? And will people like it? And that's as much as it needs to be, really. And we love working with other teams and other projects. Yeah.
Sorry, I muted myself there for a moment. So now that we've teased horrifying everything, you guys want to share a little bit about this upcoming drop?
Well, 26th of May, 7 p.m. UTC.
Sales spiel.
Yeah, we'll throw a bit in there. Always, the Four Horsemen, which I didn't do any of the drawing or the animation, so I can say it, but I think it's about the best set we've done, and as good as, I'd like to say, as good as you'll find at the moment, because we got lucky with this new guy who's going to be animating for us, and he's taken Macaulay's stuff, which was already amazing, to another level.
Yeah, these
wow. This looks like a Diablo type character or something. I love it. I love it.
These animated ultra rares, I think they are something special. We were on the test net this morning, just like cracking pack after pack, and we were just like, we need to get these animated cards, and it was
that's what we would say. We only make things that we want to collect ourselves as well, and I want these cards.
We will end up spending a stupid amount of money on these things.
Look at that GVM. You like that one?
I like all these a lot.
Oh, that is
and then
awesome,
the animation's so
that.
smooth. Yeah, and the way the flames move. There's a lot going on in these.
So how many cards per pack? And how many? Is there just one pack level? This time around.
It's a really limited release.
We've not done a set like this before. It's
so there's less than 8,000 cards, 6 cards in a pack. You get 4 base, 1 epic, and 1 legendary or above. So you're guaranteed to get something pretty good in every single pack.
And this is my favorite card of the lot.
Oh wow.
This one's scary. It's a really scary card.
It's realistic. Make sure you turn on your Scooby-Doo nightlight tonight, GVM.
That's the one right there, I think.
That is awesome.
A poster boy. I think Death might be the next one. But,
I don't know. I think Death is the one that I want. This is just amazing.
And it's interesting. I mean, I won't get into it too much, but and spoil things down the line. But these cards aren't just, they're not just a set of cards because we could. There's something else. These are quite important to us. So I'll leave it at that, though.
Oh, maybe some future value to be had for holding this collection then as well, huh?
And also, they're going to be quite significant to what we do in the future.
There is a bigger plan. John's a writer. He likes to weave things together nicely.
Yeah.
Good stuff. And GVM, what do you have from the audience today? I'm sure that they are dying to get a few of their questions in.
Yeah, there's some good ones. So they were saying cryptos and NFTs are very community orientated. What types of challenges did you guys run into when first starting out? And what did you find to be most successful in building your own community?
I think one of the biggest challenges we have is being sort of in Europe is this just time zone. So when a lot of the space is alive and active, we're asleep. So that was sort of like an initial thing that we had to kind of, and the way we sort of got around that is actually as you start to build your community, people start to help out and they kind of, get involved. And so we have, people from America and Canada kind of helping us in the chats and that kind of thing.
Well, I would say just to be honest, put yourself out there, show your art. If you're creating some good stuff, some cool art, people will be incredibly receptive towards it.
Yeah, and I think as well, just be like decent, just be like good people, be friendly, be kind, be generous. And I think if you like, that's who we like that naturally, So what we found is I think that kind of has filtered into our group, and we're friendly and generous, so the people in our group are friendly and generous, and I just think that I think if you kind of like if you give, and I think good karma and all that kind of stuff, and free stuff. People love free stuff.
People love free NFTs. Absolutely, you can never give away enough NFTs. Absolutely. What else you got, GVM?
They wanted to know where the idea of minting different horrors into NFTs came from and what your inspiration was to do that.
Well, when we were talking, I remember we went into, had a pint in the pub before all the pubs shut down. So it's going back a little while. And we've been talking about this for a while, and I'd been thinking about kind of what our project could be. And at the time, it was in the space. I mean, the space is really diverse now, but at the time, there was a lot of the stuff was kind of crypto oriented, or it was more parody, kind of inspired GPK style stuff. And we just felt there was a bit of a space for something more adult, more a bit kind of darker, more of a kind of comic book style. So that was, you know, kind of, there was a bit of a kind of pragmatic kind of aspect to it in terms of what's not there, what can we do. But obviously, I'm a massive horror fan anyway, so it was a kind of like a natural kind of fit for me.
We were looking for a unique art style as well, wasn't it? Yeah. And there was no black and white, and that's where we led with as well.
Yeah, that kind of comic book black and white style. I mean, it's kind of like it was a bold choice in a way, because, you know, some black and white is a turn off for some people, but we just felt it would stand out, and I think it did, didn't it? But yeah, so it was being a big horror fan and that. Yeah.
It also lent itself. We wanted to go with a huge set. We wanted to make it difficult, what a challenge for collectors, because we're all about the collectors, really. That's who we've tried to attract as buyers. We're not there's all the stake and all things are brilliant, but we'd always say we want people who want our art and want our collections. That's who we'd like to sell the packs to, really.
Yeah.
And that's why we went big on rewards. We went on a 100-card base set, which with a number of variants, give it a lot of variations for people to get the teeth into.
Turning flippers into collectors every day, right?
Yeah, totally. No, we've done that for a few people.
We could shout out a few of them. I don't know if they always thank us for it.
Yeah, they've got no wax now.
I think one of them's asking right now, how many people do you expect to complete the full 8 variant set of the? This is of the 4 Horsemen they want to know.
Series 1, which was a 776 card set or something like that, 100 cards. One guy completed the entire master set.
Yeah.
Alien Horrors was half the size.
And 3 people didn't.
And 3 people collected the entire set.
Yeah.
This'll be a toughie to collect.
Well, I mean, a base set is 8 cards, so I think, you know, that's probably achievable for, like, you know, quite a good number of people. But as soon as you get beyond that, because the packs aren't going to be ready, you know, such a small number of cards.
We do like a bit of scarcity.
Yeah.
But we went to the base set, there's 666 of each cards for the base cards. So hopefully anyone who wants to complete the collection, they can get the base set in at least. And then
as it gets higher, I mean, it just gets more and more difficult. Yeah. So.
And what I would like to know is how many get the ultra rare animated ones, because there's only 13 of each cards of them.
Yeah.
So that'll be tough.
That's a good challenge. A couple guys are asking, they think you hinted at the Horsemen having some utility. Is there anything you could talk to about that, or is that just to come?
It would. I don't think it's utility in perhaps the way that, you know, people are used to. I think what I'm seeing is they're more important to us than perhaps it might initially appear.
There'll be more to come down the line.
Yeah.
Got you. Are those 3 movie posters behind you in those little?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Which ones are they? Some people want to know.
You've got Fright Night, the original, Get Out, Nightmare on Elm Street, and that one over there. That's my all-time favorite film, The Thing, John Carpenter. So very 80s horror vibe. That's kind of where I come from.
That one still scares me, The Thing. I don't know if I've made it to the end of it. I think that's about it. You know, there's so many positive comments in our Discord right now about your community and the amount of time you guys spend in there. I just want to share that with you. It's amazing. Dave, do you want to say anything else?
No, I think that's about it on my end. I do want to thank both of these gentlemen for taking a few moments out of their busy day for joining us. And do you guys have anything else you'd like to plug or say before we wrap it up today?
Just thank you very much for having us on.
Yeah, tomorrow, keep your eyes peeled for the Horsemen, because they're riding into town.
That's super exciting. Thank you guys so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, John and Richie, co-founders of Ultra Rare. Thanks for joining us today. We'll catch up with everyone soon.
Cheers.
Thank you very much.
Now that was a fun interview. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving the channel a like and subscribe. And don't forget, you can always catch us on the web at waxgamer.com. Catch up with everyone soon. Mining all we can on the land. What's a plan when you got the TLM in your hand, huh?